Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a question that I know is on every parent's mind. How can we make screen time, good screen time, creative time? So we're going to take a look at an app called ColorPlay, which promises to do exactly that.
I mean, this is it, right? The big question every parent has. There are just so many apps, so many videos. You can't help but wonder, is this actually good for them? Are we making the right call?
And that really is the heart of the challenge, isn't it? You're looking for that perfect mix, something that's not just a distraction, but actually gets their creative juices flowing, something they can learn from. And maybe the biggest one of all, it has to be safe, totally secure.
Okay, so that's where an app like ColorPlay comes into the picture. So what is it? Well, at its core, it's a digital coloring book. But what's kind of cool is the age range. It's designed for kids from 3 all the way up to 12. So we're talking about everyone from a toddler just figuring out how to tap a screen to older kids who want to get a little more creative.
So what's inside? What are we actually getting here? Well, the first thing that really jumps out at you is the number. Over 100 coloring pages. That is a ton of options. It's basically an endless library for their imagination, which means, they're not going to get bored 5 minutes in.
And it's not just a random jumble of pictures either. They've organized everything into 7 really cool categories. So you've got your classics like animals, fruits, and vehicles. But you've also got the really foundational stuff like alphabets and numbers, and even festivals. That variety is so important, right? Because it means there's something for whatever your kid is into at the moment, whether it's trucks or just learning the letter B.
But look, having 100 pages doesn't mean anything if the app is clunky and frustrating to use, especially for little kids. And it looks like ColorPlay really thought about this. The whole interface is built with kids in mind. You've got easy-to-use drawing tools, a whole bunch of brush sizes, and this really vibrant color palette that's just perfect for little fingers to tap and swipe.
Okay, so it's fun, it's easy to use, that's great, but what about the why? Does it actually, help them learn? Let's dig into the educational side of things and see how all this coloring actually helps build some really foundational skills. All right, here's connection number 1, and it's a big one. Just the simple act of using these tools, picking a brush size, trying their best to color inside the lines, that right there is how they develop fine motor skills. It's that hand-eye coordination practice. It's basically skill building disguised as pure fun. Then you have the content itself, which is secretly a teaching tool. When they color in an apple, they're learning about the color red, about the shape of a fruit. When they color in the letter A, it's reinforcing what that letter looks like. With so many different pages, they're constantly building this mental library of colors, shapes, and just recognizing things from the real world. And this might actually be the most important benefit of all. And it's not about motor skills or colors. It's about what happens when they finish a picture. They can save it. They can share it. That feeling of, I made this, of creating something from start to finish that they're proud of, that is such a massive confidence booster. Okay, so the app is creative, check. It's educational, check. But now we get to the big one. The one every parent really cares about. Is it safe? So let's talk about the features that are all about giving you, the parent, total peace of mind. First thing you need to know, the app is COPPA compliant. Now that's not just some random acronym. It stands for the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It's a really strict U.S. federal law about how kids' apps have to handle privacy and safety. So when you see that, it's a really good sign that safety wasn't an afterthought. It was baked in from the very beginning. And here's how they give you, the parent, the actual control. You get parental controls that are protected by a PIN, so you're in charge. And this is huge. There are absolutely no chat features, no social interactions at all. Plus, there's an offline mode, which is a lifesaver for road trips or flights when you don't have internet. And if you go for the premium subscription, the whole experience is completely ad-free. But really, it all comes down to this one quote, and this is pulled directly from their data safety policy. No data shared with third parties. I mean, for any parent who's worried about privacy, that is pretty much the clearest and most reassuring thing you can possibly hear from an app developer. So let's put it all together. Let's look at what the whole experience looks like for your kid, from the moment they open the app to that proud moment when they finish their creation.
It really is this simple, super rewarding cycle. Step 1, they pick a page and just let their imagination run wild. Step 2, they save their masterpiece to their own little gallery right there in the app. And step 3, they get to proudly share that art with the family. It's a full creative loop that's so easy for them to grasp and just feels so good to complete.
And that's really the whole idea behind ColorPlay. It's taking that classic, timeless joy of a coloring book, I mean, who doesn't remember that, and mashing it up with all the cool things you can do digitally. You get an endless supply of pages, a palette of colors without any of the mess, and that awesome ability to save and share their work instantly.
So when you think about it, with all these tools, all these pages, all these colors right at their fingertips, the only real question left is, what do you think your kid is going to create first?